Today, we are thrilled to have Dr. Sue Ellspermann, who is president of Ivy Tech Community College, which is obviously the nation's largest statewide community college system. Tell me about educators or a special educator that really impacted your life and your path.
Yeah, there are so many, as you know. None of us has one teacher that shapes us. It's many. But I grew up in a little town of Ferdinand, 2,000 people in southern Indiana. Into high school, I had a great geometry teacher, which was Sister Rosemary Rexing, still the one who turned me on to math. She still serves and is still working for Memorial Hospital in their Chaplain area. But wonderful, wonderful woman, wonderful teacher. Now, the one that shaped me the most was my band director.
Okay.
Mr. Keisch, so Gene Keisch, and he taught us how to be bigger than ourselves. We were average musicians, average at everything as a general rule. At my time, more than half of the high school was in the marching band. So you can imagine we weren't all great musicians, and yet we could come and win state.
Yes.
It was an amazing understanding how important teamwork is, working together, working hard. And to this day, Gene Keisch is a great friend and someone I admire so much for seeing in me, as he did hundreds of students, more than I saw in myself.
Do the two teachers you mentioned, do they know, have you ever told them how much they mean to you?
Mr. Keisch, yes, I actually wrote him a letter my freshman year of college because he inspired me to be in the Purdue band. And that was another
You
great.
were in the Purdue band?
Oh, yes,
I
of
did
course.
not know that.
Of course.
Wow.
And still, that love of doing something together as a team is there. Sister Rosemary Rexing, I've had the great privilege to work with at the monastery over the years in all of her roles, but I don't know if she ever knew what a great geometry teacher she was for me and how she helped turn me on to math. The last one I would mention is Mr. Jim Johanneman, who was my drafting teacher. I think I've shared the story with you before, that the reason I became an engineer was because of drafting. Now we'd call it computer-aided design, but back then it was mechanical drawing.
Yeah.
And that I realized I could do something that was very different than what other women were doing at the time because I was in that class and excelling under his teaching and the love of that, of drafting, of design that he showed us.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sue Ellspermann, for taking time to really celebrate Indiana's educators, elevate our educator profession. We sure appreciate you sharing with us today, so thank you.